the Antakhanda has started. Yes. 154th verse, right? Hare Krishna.
No, Mataji, 161.
161, yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Damodara Swarupa Paramananda Puri Shesha Khande Dvisange Adhikari. In the Antakhanda, the two great authorities, Sarup Damodar and Paramananda Puri, reside with the Lord. Sri Damodara Swarup is the Brahmachari name of Sri Purushottam Brahmachari of Navadip. He went to Varanasi prior to the Lord's acceptance of sannyas and expressed to one Chaitanyananda his desire to take sannyas. Before being formally awarded sannyas, he was known as Damodar Swarup. He did not wait for those formalities, however, but went to Sri Kshetra and took shelter of the lotus feet of Gaur-Sun. From that time on, he was a master of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya and one of the Lord's most confidential associates during his 18-year stay at Nilachal. Okay. Then, Paramananda Puri was one of the principal disciples of Sri Madhavendra Puri. He was a recipient of Sriman Mahaprabhu's mercy and respect. As Paramananda Puri and Swarup Damodar were both engaged in the service of the Lord, they are both authorities. So here the description about Paramananda Puri. We have done some part of this in the Chaitanya Chaitamrita also. So Paramananda Puri, he was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri and he got the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was engaged in the service of Lord. And Swarup Damodar, he is actually Purushottam Bhattacharya from Navadip. After that, he went to Varanasi before taking sannyas. And then afterwards, when he got after taking sannyas, he comes here, and that is the time his name is now Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar is actually Vishaka Saki. Some places it is said he is Chaitanya Saki, he is Lalita Saki. So they are the Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Rai. They are the most confidential servants of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has appeared in the mood of Srimati Radharani, two Sakhis, important Sakhis, that is Lalita Sakhi and Vishasa Sakhi, they appear in this Leela, Gaur Leela. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now in the mood of Srimati Radharani. He is not in the mood of Krishna. He is though Krishna, but in the mood of Srimati Radharani. To assist her pastimes, both the Sakhis appear. Sheshakhande Prabhu Punaha Aila Gaudadeshe Mathura Dekhiba Bali Ananda Vishesha. So in the Antakhanda, the Lord returns to Bengal while traveling in ecstasy to see Mathura. The word Gaudadesha in this verse refers to Sri Navadip and places north of Navadip, such as Ramkeli, the site of the Bir Khasan Makkah, Sakar Malik's office, and the capital of the king of Gauda, which is in the present-day district of Malda. So about the Gauda Desha has been spoken. Now all these leelas will be described to the fullest in the book, but now the synopsis of every book is given. What is there in Madhya Kanda, what is there in Adi Kanda, what is there in Madhya Kanda, what is there in Antakanda. Asiya Rahila Vidya Vachaspati Ghare Tabe Taila Prabhu Kuliya Nagare. So Vidya Vachaspati, he stayed in his house, that is Lord stayed in the house of Vidya Vachaspati before going to Kuliya Gram. Vidya Vachaspati is the son of Maheshwara Visharada and the brother of Vasudeva Sarvabhauma. It appears that the village of Vidyanagar was named after him. The Vidyavachaspati is brother of Samachacharya, Vasudeva Sarvabhauma. The place known as Kulyagram is now the city of Navadip. Another name for this area is Kulakdvipa. It is the fifth of the 9 islands of Navadip and is situated on the western side of the Ganga. Ananta Arbuda Lokagela Dikhibar Sheshakhande Sarvajiva Paila Nisthara. So in the Antaganda, innumerable people they go to see the Lord and they are thus delivered. Sheshakhande Madhupuri Dekhite Chalila Katho Duragiya Prabhu Nivritta Haila. So in the Antakanda, the Lord goes to Mathura, but he returns after going part away. So he had the desire to visit Mathura. The Lord went to Kanai Nakshala near the town of Rajmula and then returned to Nilachal back. The story goes like this. There were so many devotees who had come along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go to Vrindavan. But as soon as they reach the Kanai Nakshala, here Lord takes a decision to go back because so much of crowd of devotees, so many devotees, they made, because of so much of crowd, the wonderful shrubs of Vrindavan may be destroyed. That is why he thought, let me go back to Nilachal. So in this way, Sheshakhande, Punaha Ailena Nilachala, Nirvadhi Bhakta Sanghe Krishna Kolahu. So he comes back to Nilachal and then engages in the discussing topics of Krishna with the devotees. The term Krishna Kolahala indicate a place that is diametrically opposite to a secluded place of material enjoyment. Pure devotees give up gossiping about topics not related with Krishna and become maddened by performing kirtan in the association of pure devotees. So here Kolahala, Krishna Kolahala has been described. What is the meaning of Krishna Kolahala? The place where only Krishna's topic is encouraged. There is no other topic except Krishna's topic. Any other topic except Krishna's topic will only invoke argument. If you speak only about Krishna, there will be no argument. There will be only appreciation for the topic of Krishna and there will be appreciation for Krishna. Gauladeshi, Nityananda Swarupa, Pathana, Rahirena Lilachala Katho, Janalanu. The Lord sends Nityananda Swarupa, Nityananda Prabhu, Swarup Damodar to Bengal and stays in Nilachal with a few devotees. The Lord sent Nityananda Swarup to preach in Bengal. Here Nityananda and Swarup Damodar has been told, but it is not actually Nityananda and Swarup Damodar. Nityananda Swarupa has been told because the brahmachari named Swarupa is awarded by Tirtha and Ashrama Sannyasi of the Ekadanda Shankara Sampradaya. Some people say Nityananda was awarded the title of Swarupa by Lakshmipati Tirtha. So Nityananda Swarupa, it is not Nityananda Prabhu and Swarup Damodar, it is Nityananda Swarupa. The title has been given by Swarup Damodar because the Swarup Damodar did not leave Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal service. Sheshakhande Rathera Sammukhe Bhakta Sanghe Apane Karila Nritya Apanara Range. In the Antakhanda, the Lord enjoys his pastime of dancing with the devotees before Lord's Jagannath's chariot. This is a very important festival. Jagannath Rath Yatra is the most important festival, which meaning, the meaning of the whole festival was brought to limelight only by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities before the Rath Yatra. It is said prior to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, people were not really knowing the meaning of Rath Yatra. Which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, he appeared to teach us this highest prema, which is exhibited in the Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra is nothing but pulling Krishna from Dwarika to Vrindavan. That means pulling Krishna from the Aishwarya Bhava to the Madhurya Bhava. In the kingdom of Dwarka, he is exhibiting the Aishwarya Bhava. So when Radharani and all the Brajavasis, they come to Kurukshetra because it was solar eclipse, and they came to know that Krishna and all his entourage and all his Dwarkavasis are also going to come to uh, to Kurukshetra. So in this Kurukshetra, they had come to take bath. So all the devotees headed by Srimati Radharani, Nanda Baba and Yashoda, they come there. Everybody goes and meets Krishna except for Srimati Radharani. She is watching him from far and thinks that how is it that he has lost the beauty of Vrindavan? In Vrindavan, he is decorated with peacock feather. He has the flute in the hands. He stands in the tree-builded form. So where is this Krishna? Though Krishna is standing here, but this is not Krishna. This is not my Krishna. Mola mana Vrindavana. My mind is in Vrindavan. So you are the same Krishna, but I am the same Radharani, but this place is not Vrindavan. That is why pulling of Radharani to Krishna. Krishna's hand is pulled by Srimati Radharani and other gopis. And they are asking him to come back to Vrindavan. So that pulling of Krishna from the Aishwarya to the Madhurya Bhava, that is Rath Shesha. So in this way, Sheshakhande Setubandhe Gela Gauraraya Jhari Khanda Diya Punah Gela Mathuraya. So in Antakhanda, Lord Gauranga goes to Rameshwar and later travels again to Mathura through the Jharikand forest. So in order to reach Setubandhu, Rameshwar, one must first go to Mandapam station via Ramanad station on the South India Railway. From there, one should cross the long bridge over the Panvan channel and reach, it is actually Pamban station. Rameshwaram station is a couple of stations after this. Now the bridge is destroyed, Pamban bridge is destroyed. It is at the southernmost tip of the Indian peninsula on the shore opposite Sri Lanka. Rameshwaram is situated 2 stations before Dhanushkoti, the last stop on the South India Railway line between Pamban and Rameshwaram Island. 1 mile from the station, there are 24 lakes such as Ramatirtha, Lakshman Tirtha. 1 mile from those lakes is the huge stone Rameshwar Shiva temple, the temple of Lord Shiva, who is the greatest devotee and whose worshipable Lord is Rama. On the 4 sides of this temple, there are 4 gopurams or lion gates. Within these gates is the Natashala and the main temple room, which is constructed of granite. Beyond the temple is Adam's Bridge or the historical Setu Bandhu. The forest of Jharkhand is situated in the present day states of Orissa, Western Bengal, the southwestern districts of Bihar, and the eastern districts of Madhya Pradesh. In the book Akbar Nam, the forest of Jharkhand is said to extend from Birbhum up to Ratanpur, Madhya Pradesh, and from Rotoshghar, South Bihar, up to the border of Orissa. The towns and the cities of Adghar, Jain-Khanal, Angun, Sambalpur, Lahar, Keonjhar, Bamra, Bonaighar, Gandapur, Mayurabhanj, Singhbhum, Ranchi, Manabhum, Bankuru, Vishnupura, Shantala, Paraganas, Hazaribagh, Palamau, Dashpur, Raigad, Udaipuragar, and Saragucha. are situated within the mountains and dense forest of Jharkhand. So all these towns and cities has been described. So Lord went through the forest of Jharkhand. That means he has visited all these towns and cities which is situated in within these mountains and the dense forest of Jharkhand. शेषखंडे रामानंद रायर उद्धार शेषखंडे मधुराय मथुराय अनेक विहार. So in the Antakhanda, the Sheshakhanda, that is Antakhanda, the Lord also delivers Ramanandra. And there are various pastimes which happens in Mathura. Ramanandra was a governor of Kalinga under the rule of Maharaj Pratapruta, the independent king of Orissa. He was the eldest of Bhavanand Pattanayak's 5 sons. He wrote the drama Jagannatha Vallabha Nataka, and he was a most intimate devotee of the Lord. Throughout South India, there was no other unalloyed devotee of Krishna in the Raga Marga comparable to him. So he was ruling the whole of, he was a governor. So even the Madras and all was coming under his rule. So the Madras governor, he was known as the Madras governor, but there was no devotee like him. The Ramananda Rai, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Ramananda Rai, he was completely in ecstasy. Lalita Sakhi is Ramananda Rai. And Lord gave him the strength to, or you can say the power to speak. When Lord asked, the whole conversation is there in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita very elaborately. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking the goal of life to him, their meeting happens in near the river Godavari. Their meeting happens near Godavari. At that time, Ramananda Rai, he gets down from the palki. He's a king, na? He's as good as a king. He's a governor. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he sees Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately comes and pays obeisances. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to hug him, and he does it also. But then he sees that other people are just surprised to see how a sannyasi hugs a king, because it is said a sannyasi should not go near a woman nor have much association with the people who are interested in the money. So governor means money is there, power is there. But then afterwards in the evening, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, they meet, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks him the ultimate goal of life. The wonderful explanations and the quotations from Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam has been given by Ramananda Rai. Sheshakhande Shri Gaura Sundara Mahashaya Dabbir Khasera Prabhu Dila Parichaya. So Dabbir Khas is Rupa Goswami. His name was changed to Muslim because they were all working under a Muslim king. So in Antakhanda, Gaurasundar reveals himself to Dabbir Khas. Dabbir Khas is the Muslim name of Srila Rupa Goswami. He was born in Karnataka, a Brahmin family. His father was Kumar Dev. His elder brother was Sanatan Goswami and his younger brother was Sri Vallabha Anupama. The Lord gave him the name Rupa, by which he became famous in the society of devotees. So we can find that even in those days, Muslims used to convert the names if they want to employ somebody in their kingdom. It is not that on their own or out of their own will. Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they went to join the kingdom of Nawab Hussain Shah. But it was out of compulsion and a threat. If they don't join, then the whole Brahmin society will be killed. Because the intelligence of Rupa and Sanatan was so famous that Nawab Hussain Shah wanted them to be in his kingdom as governor and trustee, cashier, you can say. The whole cash department was given to Sanatan Goswami, treasurer. So one was chief minister and one was treasurer. So such important post also was given. At the same time, Nawab Hussain Shah was considering them as his younger brothers. But the pressure and the threat, because of this pressure and the threat, both had to join this kingdom. The threat was, If they don't join, then all the Brahmins in the kingdom will be killed. So they join, and then what happens? How they are liberated? Everything is going to be elaborately explained. Synopsis is given in the Adi Khanda. Prabhu chini dui bhaira bandha vimochana sheshe nama huilana rupa sanatana. So these two brothers, Rupa and Sanatan, they achieve liberation by recognizing the Lord, and they become known as Rupa and Sanatan. शेषखंडे गौरचंद्र गेला वाराणसी ना पाइला देखा यत निंदक सन्यासी. So when Lord goes to Varanasi, the other sannyasis, they started blaspheming him or criticizing him. It's also there. This Leela is also there. The ancient city of Varanasi is inhabited by highly learned scholars and situated on the banks of Ganga. It is also inhabited by many Mayavadi sannyasis of the monist school who criticize the devotees and devotional service. Because of their criticism, these Mayavadi sannyasis are known as Nindaka or blasphemous. So this also Leela is there, that how the Mayavadi sannyasis, they were criticizing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the city of Varanasi. So that Leela we had just read, that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to Varanasi, they were all criticizing, but then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not go to do any debate. But one of the Maharashtrian Brahmana, he wanted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come to his house, and at the same time he invited many of the Varanasi Brahmins and made Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speak. Or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not interested in going and arguing with such people, but it is the plan of the Brahmin devotee. He invites, and in this way he makes them meet. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives the topmost lessons. Sheshakande Punarachala Agamana Ahara Nisha Harinenu Hari Sankirtana. So in this way, in the South India Yatra, all these things happen. Then he returns to Nilachal, engages day and night in Sankirtan. Hari Sankirtan refers to a group of many devotees offenselessly chanting together the names and the glories of the Supreme Lord. This is very important. Harinam Sankirtan is very important. Every devotee should know how to do Harinam Sankirtan. But generally we don't know how to do Harinam Sankirtan. That is why when there is an assembly of 4-5 devotees or maybe 30-40 devotees, they just stare at each other, or maybe they will talk to each other, or they may keep quiet, and they may be engaged in their reading or chanting alone, or just seeing something in the WhatsApp. But when 4-5 devotees, even minimum 4-5 devotees meet and other devotees meet, they start chanting the holy name of Lord. That is Kirtan. Use the Hari Kirtan. Here also it has been emphasized that Hari Kirtan is very, very important. शेषखंडे नित्यानंद कथेक दिवस करी लेना पृथ्वी ते पर्यटन रस. So in the Antarila, Nityananda Prabhu travels throughout India as a wandering mendicant. The word paryatana, rasa refers to the compound duties of parivarchaka or wandering mendicant. So Nityananda Prabhu, as was instructed, go and preach, he just traveled around and he also came back. So in this way here, we will stop here. Any questions you can ask? Any questions?
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Is there a library like in Jagannath Center, or are you planning to start where we can go and take the books and read?
Yeah, I'm going to start there because I have so many collections of the books, and I'll be keeping there also. It will be a proper library. There's a planning which we are having also.
Okay.
A lot of collections are there. So they'll take it, come back, or they can sit and read there. They can take it home. But bring
we
it
can
back.
take it. We can take it home, and after 1 week we can return it back also. Then
Yes. We are planning to have a library system. Already we have because a lot of books are there which are which are there, which is, and we can buy more books also. Have a second copy of it. 2, 3 copies of the same book can be kept.
Yes, yes. Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.